This is my Nursing 441 final by Justin Schroll. I chose to do my meta paradigm on Virginia Henderson's model and how it relates to a bicycle. I will begin by giving some basics about Miss Henderson's model, then hopefully transition into how it pertains to the bicycle schematic model. The definition of nursing from Ms. Henderson is the unique function of the nurse to assist the individual, sick or well, in the performance of those activities contributing to health or its recovery, or to peaceful death. That he would perform unaided if he had the necessary strength, will, or knowledge. And to do this in such a way as to help him gain independence as rapidly as possible. Um, Virginia Henderson always referred to her theory as a concept, with the emphasis on importance of increasing the patient's independence so that progress after hospitalization would not be delayed. Assist individuals to gain independence in relation to performance of activities contributing to health or its recovery. Um, she also described the nurse's role as substitutive, performing a task for the person, supplementary, in which we are directly helping the person, or complementary, in which we are helping, or in which we help a person with the goal to become as independent as possible. She categorized nursing activities into 14 components based on human needs. These are breathe normally, eat and drink adequately, eliminate body waste, move and maintain desirable postures, sleep and rest, select suitable clothes, dress and undress according to environment, maintain body temperature within normal range, keep body clean and groomed, avoid dangers in the environment, communicate with others, worship according to one's faith, work in such a way that there is a sense of accomplishment, play or participate in various forms of recreation, and lastly, to learn, discover, or satisfy curiosity that leads to normal development. Moving on, I chose the schematic model of mountain biking, or just biking in general. Um, Logically, to go mountain biking, we need a bike. Generally, that will be our health, basically. Uh, and that bike needs an input of power, which is our human. And then, like most bikes, we need somewhere to ride, which will be our environment. And lastly, we need a mechanic to fix the bike if it is broken. Obviously, I put a little blurb in here. I realize that not everyone goes to the mechanic to fix their bike. However, maintenance is expedited when a professional does help. And that'll be our nurse, by the way. And then here we pictured basically, or excuse me, I pictured my schematic model. Unfortunately, a bike must be sitting still for a mechanic to be able to work on it, so therefore the mechanic or nurse is not pictured within the scene. However, the person is riding the bicycle, health is the bicycle by itself, the environment is obviously the surroundings around the human as well as the bicycle, and then, like I said, nursing is not pictured, unfortunately, since the mechanic can't be working with them while he's riding. And then moving into the person paradigm, according to Ms. Henderson, a person is a recipient of nursing care who is composed of biological, psychological, sociological, and spiritual components. In biking terms, it is being atop a bike that provides the bike with kinetic energy to transfer into motion. As it applies to the 14 components, the needs of the person are to breathe normally, eliminate waste, sleep, and rest. And then heading into the environmental paradigm, uh, external environment, temperature or dangers in the environment, some discussion of impact of the community and the individual and family. And as for biking, this is best demonstrated by when and where to ride. For instance, riding through treacherous terrain is dangerous and should be avoided by amateurs, as well as like dangerous neighborhoods. Um, and then as it applies to the 14 components, select suitable clothing for dressing and undressing, maintain body temperature within normal range, avoid dangers in the environment, and avoid injuring others, and then eat and drink adequately. And then moving into health paradigm, this is based on a patient's ability to function independently. And then, of course, barring quadriplegia, the health of the bike indicates how fast and how far the bicycle can go. As this applies to nursing care and the 14 components, communicate with others in expressing emotion, needs, fears, or opinions, play or participate in various forms of recreation, And in bike terms, this would include like how well lubricated the chain is, if like your seat is high enough that you can actually get a really really good pedal out of each leg pump, and then how well the brakes are functioning, things like that. And then as we move into nursing paradigm, Ms. Henderson described the nurse as the person able to assist the person sick or well in performance of activities, um, or the 14 components of basic nursing care, and help the person gain independence as rapidly as possible. Communicate with others when expressing emotions, needs, fears, or opinions. Of course, work in such a way that there is a sense of accomplishment. And lastly, learn, discover, or satisfy the curiosity that leads to normal development and health and the use of available health facilities. As this pertains to the mechanic in the scenario, help the person ride their bike. If they fall, help them get back on. Teach signaling turns, obeying traffic laws, installing proper lighting, etc., etc. And also, remove the training wheels as soon as possible. That would help the person go without any help, as would a nurse basically with a patient. And then lastly is my works cited page. I've really enjoyed learning in this environment with you all, and I hope you all have a great second half of the semester. Thank you.